No.
You might need to snag somebody.
Yep, there's going to have That's all something on this Saturday, and literally from like 8 o'clock to outside.
Yeah, switch it. Flip it. Flip it. Switch it. Hit it. Flap it. Whack it. Pop it. Twist it. Nope, doesn't work. Oh, that works.
Only one word.
Do we gotta go on this side?
Nope, that one doesn't work for sure.
I hate to be that type of person.
Let me call,
Thank you. No. That doesn't make sense. This tweet only makes sense of the picture, and I didn't tweet a picture. That's dumb, you guys. This panel doesn't officially start for 2 minutes. I'm gonna tweet this tweet properly. Tweet this tweet properly. Oh, this thing, dude. That has 1 million views. No.
wait, what is it?
No.
What is it? What?
Did you do that? Yeah, this is from 2009, you guys. It's one of the first things I ever did. But okay, shut up. I want to hear it. It was like recorded in my living room with like a terrible New York accent. This could go on take one. Oh. It's great, your whole life is ducks. Your whole life. Hold to the left.
Something happened, they're working.
1 million views? That's insane.
Why is that?
What is it?
This one is not,
This one is. Ooh.
but it is when I tap on it.
What the? I can't even believe that has 1 million views. That just shows you that YouTube is dumb, you guys.
Oh, there it is.
He's wearing a YouTube hat. I love YouTube.
YouTube is great.
I love YouTube. I watch a lot of fail videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Check. No?
I got a little bit.
Yeah, me too, but it's
I got a little bit.
It's the,
A little bit, but not enough.
game. You gotta turn up.
Technically, it is 1 o'clock. Hi, guys.
Hey!
So, this is kind of basically the unofficial One Punch Man panel. I don't think it's advertised as such, though. Does it say One Punch Man panel, or does it just say our names?
We couldn't have it announced yet, remember?
That's right! You guys were One Punch Man! Well, he's One Punch Man.
Hey!
We're just the jerks that surround him in the show. We'll go down the line. Introduce yourselves, dudes.
Go ahead.
Hey, what's up? I'm Zach Aguilar. I play Genos in One Punch Man.
Oh!
Yeah.
Microphone!
Whoa.
Just so I know, that's the slider. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm Max Middleman. I play Saitama in One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Are we just talking about One Punch Man?
No, we can talk about whatever.
All right, I'm gonna complete the list of credits. I also play Inaho in All Noah Zero. He's Slain in All Noah Zero. I play Leo in Leo Caden Forest in Fire Emblem. I play King in Seven Deadly Sins.
Just
Let me
get
finish.
on IMDb. Come on, save these.
Okay, go.
What else do you do?
Thank you. I am Yoshida the Mimic in Blood Lad. I play, I'm really forgetting, I can't.
Well, so what are we in together? I'm in All Noah Zero as well as Count Mizurik. His name has 2 U's. I don't know. We're in Seven Deadly Sins together, all 3 of us. He plays King he plays Arthur Pendragon. He plays King. I play Gil Thunder. What else are we in? Let's do it when we're together.
Oh, okay.
We're also in. Are you in Durarara, Zach?
Nope.
No.
I play Shijima in Durarara.
I play Ran Izumi in Durarara.
Shijima, the guy who scratches into his arm, musical staff.
Ew, that's disturbing.
It is disturbing.
My guy has half a face though, so it's not that bad. And then what else do we do together? Come on. What's
yeah,
together?
think.
Look up Google.
Think.
Google and One
Think.
Punch Man. Oh, Sword Art. Did we all do Sword Art?
Yeah.
We all did Sword Art.
Yeah. Sleeping Nights. Who are you?
Dr. AIDS.
Okay.
That's real. I got cast in that show as Dr. Kurihashi in the world's the most depressing, arguably, episode. I won't spoil it for you, but basically I come in for 2 episodes and I'm just like, I hope you're having fun in Fantasy World, by the way, AIDS. And it's so depressing. I'm also a movement rider in One Punch Man. Cyclist for Just Ass.
And we forgot one. Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans.
Oh, are we all in that?
Yeah.
Oh, we're all in Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans.
Mine.
I play Galileo Bodwin. He's my little protege in that show.
Takaki on Earth.
I like it.
The
It's
Earth
beautiful
side.
out there. It's beautiful out there. What else are we together? We're doing a lot of stuff together, you guys. That's it. I think that covers it.
Yeah.
And I also on my own I do Tuxedo Mask for Sailor Moon. Yeah, for those of you, I was here last year. I see some familiar faces. It's nice to see you.
Yeah.
So
What
this
else
is
are
our.
we in? We're in.
This is all the panelists. We're just gonna read our IMDb's together.
I'm in Magi. I play Yunnan. Jora.
We do a bunch of video games and stuff. So we all do anime, games, some cartoons, all that good stuff, and this is a Q&A. So we are here to answer your One Punch questions. We're here to answer any questions you might have about the voiceover business, any personal questions you might have, as long as they're within the realms of PG-13, family friendly. I'm cool to talk about that stuff. Yeah, let's do this. Who's got some
do it.
questions? Let's do it.
Hands go up,
Yeah!
and they stay there.
Yeah!
What had 1 million views on YouTube?
Oh! What he was showing me. So that would be, what is it, 2009? That was 7 years ago, right when I was starting out to do some voiceover. I have a lamp microphone. Look. Hello? And it's a short called Ducks Playing Duck Hunt. And it's 2 ducks who are playing duck hunt, sort of talking about like, is it messed up that we're playing duck hunts? And yeah, it's a 1-minute short, and it had 1 million views on you. I haven't seen that video since I've done it. I can't believe that's my buddy Vernon. He's just my buddy. He's my godbaby's father.
Let's list all the things that you've played a duck in.
Oh man, I don't know. I think a duck is my spirit animal. That's like the worst spirit animal.
He's in a show on Nickelodeon, which is just about ducks.
Yeah,
Called
breadwinners. Yeah. I play a duck. I played a duck.
I play a goose.
I'm in a Russian feature film called Quackers that I played the lead duck in. I can't get away from ducks, man. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get to do one of the really good ones.
Probably because you look a little bit.
Do I look like a duck?
It's the bill.
You know what you guys should never do? You should never, no, you should do that. You should never Google duck sexual practices. Don't ever do it. P.S. You should totally do it. It's a
Mating, you're talking about
They're
mating.
mating. It's a really weird part of nature.
Don't Google duck sexual practices.
Yeah, you should Google that. Yeah, it's really weird. I won't go into details, but it's super weird. Moving on. That's PG-13.
Yeah,
I didn't see any
Yes.
Out
words.
of all the voices you've done, what was y'all guys' favorite one to do, or favorite show to work on?
Genos on Punch Man. Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because it's a freaking awesome show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie, go. I have to think.
Oh no, not again. All right. Well, that's like asking someone to pick like their favorite pet or child.
But it still happens.
It still happens. I feel bad for your other pets. I still got this microphone issue.
Good.
Favorites. That's a tough one. What? Just an anime? Let me do just an.
Yeah,
Let me
just
do
anime.
just anime. This is like a bad comedy routine. I would say my favorite in in anime so far has been the Tuxedo Mask. Probably because it's what I've been doing the most. And he gives me an opportunity to do all the things that I like, which are to be dramatic, to be romantic, and to be super duper silly at the same time. So that's a role where you get to do all of those things. So I've really enjoyed playing him. He's probably my favorite anime guy so far. But who knows what's down the pipe.
Yeah, it's funny because I would say Saitama so far is one of my faves because you get to, with him, kind of like Robbie's character, he seems like a two-dimensional character, he seems like he's one note, but he does have levels, and he's, with the changing, animations of the show, his voice changes too, and it's kind of cool. I like that a lot. I like to be able to, showcase that different side of him. So I'd say Saitama.
You gotta say Saitama.
Yeah.
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 This is a One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Does anybody have
Duct tape?
a pocket knife? You shouldn't. Good. You do? Come bring me your fake pocket knife. That's not real. Your not real pocket knife.
Oh.
It's totally illegal to carry a pocket knife. My grandpa told me that a man carries two things: a pocket knife and, oh my God, it's even like a functional pocket knife. Go ahead, ask the next question.
Yes.
Microphone.
Yes.
And a wallet.
Next question. Yes, I saw your hand.
I already asked you this one yesterday, but it's for everyone, I guess. Of your time recording sessions but anime, video games, whatnot, can you name...
Most interesting recording session?
Most interesting recording session, one of your best recording sessions, and one of your worst recording sessions?
Best, worst, and most interesting recording
I
session.
can't say your best, because you told me that.
Yes. Zach, go.
The best.
It's finally happened. I finally killed someone in a panel.
Oh, God.
You guys
All
got
right.
an answer?
Yes.
I got an answer.
There you
My worst ever was a McDonald's commercial early in my career. Probably right around duck hunt time. And I had two lines. It was like something to the extent of, "What would you like, sir?" And then the other line was like, "Sounds great. The cheeseburgers are awesome," or something equally dumb like that. And it took an hour to record. They had New York on the other line patched into the session, and I would do a line and be like, "Welcome to McDonald's, sir." And they'd go, "Thanks." I was like, are you kidding me? Like, it was the worst session. But then I came to learn that it probably wasn't me. It was probably a room full of advertisers and a room full of directors and engineers and all this stuff. So when you're new in the business, you kind of get it into your head that, you're bad, no matter what. And whenever they talk about you on the other side of the glass because you can't hear them, what would you think? Obviously, they're talking about you and how much you suck. So, but at the same time, that was a really long time. Maybe I did suck. It's hard to say.
No, but I had a similar story, which I told yesterday. I'll tell it real quick, which I did a radio spot. I had 2 words. I had to say, "I'm sorry," and that was it.
Mine was radio too.
I only had to say, "I'm sorry," as in someone said, blah, 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 and I didn't hear them, and I went, "I'm sorry." And we did over 30 takes, and they ended up using the first take. And it was funny because the engineer kept muting them on the other end and playing little clips for me, like Justin Bieber's "Sorry." He would play that in my headphones, and he'd find lines from movies, and he'd find a line that was like, "I'm sorry, okay?" And he'd just play it for me.
That's great.
It was fun.
Yeah. That's weird though, because I have a similar story about that too. I was doing
Maybe we're all just terrible.
No, it's doing all of those lines. I was doing like a dub of a Korean like live action film. Dear God. And basically there was it was the last line in the session. Like it's almost over. I'm ready to go home. I'm like, yeah, it was a good session. This one thing, I couldn't get it right, saying whirlpool, like a whirlpool, right? Like a whirlpool happened and it like changed something in the movie, and they made me say whirlpool. Like it was probably over 50 times. And they're just like, oh, no, like just another one. And then it got to the point like where they're just like, just give us like 20 in a row now. After
That happens though, and that's different though, because it's sometimes as an actor, like in your head you're like, I'm doing it exactly the way they're telling me to do it, but you're not. I mean, they hear it a certain way and you're not giving it to them, and it can be so frustrating for both the actor and the director, because you both think that your way is right, and
You lose the sense of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cease to be objective once you repeat it. And whirlpool's a tough, because if you just say that whirlpool, it just loses all meaning.
Yeah, whirlpool.
Yeah.
I say words like experiment when it's supposed to be experiment.
He does say experiment. I've been in the room.
I say, well, anyway, so
Yeah.
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 But it's when they use the second take, that's when
Yeah,
go
he starts getting
crazy.
in your head. Well, didn't you also ask a two-parter though? Didn't you
Yeah,
ask?
the worst, the best,
and
and
the
the most
best.
interesting.
Probably like the most interesting or strange.
Some of the most, I don't know if I can think of a specific one, but I think some of the most interesting ones for me are when I have smaller parts, where I'm not doing as much heavy lifting and I'm in a room with other actors. I really enjoy kind of being a fly on the wall and learning and watching my peers and people I look up to work. Those for me are definitely the most interesting sessions, because when you're kind of in the work, like doing it, if you're in it, it's hard to be objective and step back. But when you're a supporting role or a smaller part, you can watch these other people work, and that's always my favorite. I love the days where I'm the lead, but I also love to sort of watch other people who I respect. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Favorite story?
favorite story? Like,
Interesting experience or a unique experience.
well, I told this one yesterday. It's not really like it's kind of funny. You guys know how Chris like has the soda thing going on? Like
Yeah.
the weird sodas? Okay.
No.
Well, anyways, so I told this thing yesterday. Basically, while I was recording for Genos, we're doing, the Sea King stuff, right? Fighting the Sea King. An intern brings in like this peanut butter and jelly flavored soda, like a 6-pack of like these sodas, right? And so some people are like, oh wow, that must have been really good, right?
Oh, that sounds terrible.
So
Here's your mayonnaise soda.
here's the thing though. This is so basically, like I'm kind of focused on what we're doing. It's like a fight scene or whatever, and I have my headphones on. I'm looking at the screen, and I'm ready to do the next line in the next scene. And I look through the glass, and I look and I see like I look and see Chris's face, and he's like drinking, the soda, and he's like, and so then he goes, then he, gives some to the engineer. The engineer drinks it just like he's just like, it's like disgusting. And so, obviously because, they pushed the little intercom button so that I can hear what they're actually saying through their headphones. They didn't push it at all. So I'm looking through the glass, and that's all I see in complete silence. And so I see them doing that. And so then Chris finally realizes, oh crap, Zach's he doesn't know, he pushes it, okay, so this is what's going on. We have this peanut butter and jelly soda, and it's god awful. He said it tastes like lake or bath water, and licking some old grandmother's couch, right? No peanut butter and jelly at all. It just tastes terrible. And so he's like, you gotta try some of this. And this is going on while we're doing the session.
It's like the Birdie Bot's vomit flavor beans, jelly beans. It's like, oh, it's disgusting. You gotta try it.
Did you think they were making the retching noises at your performance?
Oh, no.
That's what I thought you were telling that story.
No.
You looked over and they were just like, oh.
It was so strange to me too until I saw the soda and I was like, oh, and then he's holding it up and looking at it. So I'm like, okay, it's the soda, I think. And so Chris Chris comes in, he pours me a cup of it, and I drink a little bit of it. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life.
You know what's great is cucumber soda.
I've heard
It's refreshing.
I've heard that it's good.
Yeah.
Let's take another question. Let's just all talk about sodas that we like. Sir.
What can you tell us, if anything, on Saturday's One Punch episode? What's coming up?
Well, Who's seen it already in Japanese? A lot of you. Yeah, that's what I figured because it's been out for a little while, so there's no real spoilers, but we won't give heavy spoilers for anything coming up. I mean, that's your episode, man. Take it away.
You know, like if you watch the last episode, you know, you can see Genos like walking through a field of like dead cows or something, and so you know, and like obviously that's when mosquito monster appears. And
Mosquito girl.
yes, and Genos also.
You guys know Christina V, who is here. She's gonna be Mosquito Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
And I'm the nameless punk that she kills first. Yeah.
What's your line? You remember your line?
Yeah, it's something like oh yeah, it's so.
Wait, that's you?
Yeah.
The one guy.
Yeah, he's like, it's so easy to rob people because everyone's running away. And he's like, ha, who's this? And he gets drained. That's no spoiler. But they let us do bloopers every once in a while. So he has this moment where Mosquito Girl flies past and his hat flies off his head and kind of just goes in the distance, just looks at it. And I was just like, Wilson! I named my hat Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
There's a lot of stuff coming. It's basically Genos's backstory episode. Do we get to meet Dr. Bad Guy?
No.
I don't know. There's so many characters.
Nope, I think that's episode 3.
Okay, there you go. Gorilla Todd?
I am Gorilla Man.
What is it? What is it?
Gorilla.
Somebody knows.
Armored gorilla?
Armored gorillas. I like Cyborg Gorilla too.
Yeah.
No, that's not that episode because... No, that can't be that episode.
No, wait.
That's the episode where Saitama is
No,
like...
it is that episode.
I think it's that episode.
No,
It
it
comes
all, like, literally all happens in that one episode.
Yeah.
And then you fight,
You guys, we don't know what's gonna happen. Watch the show. Tonight.
Yeah, Toonami, midnight, tomorrow night.
Toonami.
It's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. I saw your hand up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I came here late.
What?
Anime Idol was happening.
Don't apologize. Never apologize.
So if you could write an episode of One Punch Man, how would it go? A question for all three of you.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Want to workshop this right now?
Yeah, let's work it out. There you go. Get the Post-it notes out, stick it up.
I think it would start with Saitama. He'd wake up. He'd wake up and he'd go, just another boring day. And then, you know, he'd look out his window, nothing's happening, turn on the news, nothing's happening, when, you know, goes to brush his teeth, walks outside, all of a sudden,
Oh no! All the exposition and all the action to me. All of a sudden he looks to his left on the balcony and there's Genos doing his laundry for him. On an old school washboard. Why are they using that? I don't know, it's Japan, weird stuff happens. And they're together and Saitama's sipping his tea in the morning and he looks over at Genos and they both just nod at each other at their awkward relationship. And then off in the distance, lightning cracks and a volcano erupts.
After the volcano erupts,
Oh, God.
this big,
I give you volcano erupts and after it erupts.
after the volcano erupts, this gigantic molten lava man,
Yes.
that's a villain obviously, comes out of the volcano, and he starts freaking like, he's able to, he's like a freaking like lava bender, and he's like, you know, he's a lava bender, and he's riding the lava, the wave of the lava, it's going down the volcano.
it's just crashing into the city below, melting the buildings below. Thousands of people are perishing. And then Saitama, his spidey sense goes on. It tingles.
And he does the sound, he's
And then Genos looks over at him and he says, are you finished with your tea yet? And he goes, no, do you want to get this one? And he says, yeah, now's my chance. And Genos goes out to fight the lava monster and he does, what's your big special move with the fire? What's it called? Incinerate?
Incinerate.
Incinerates! But it only makes the lava monster stronger.
He just absorbs the explosion.
Yeah.
And he gets bigger.
And tougher.
Bigger
And stronger. I'm turn this into like one word.
No.
Oh god, that would take forever.
And then on the screen it just goes to be continued.
Done.
Dun, dun.
But then in the after the credits preview, Saitama punches him and it ends the episode.
Yeah, that's over. Done and done.
All right. Anybody else? Who's got questions? Ooh, right there.
Can you do the voice for King for me?
Sure. Does King have a call out?
Yeah. Deanne.
That's good. Does King Arthur have a call out?
No.
Alright, fine. I was gonna try to get us all to do call outs, but if we don't have one.
What's yours?
Lightning King Ironhammer! I don't even know what that means.
Oh yeah. But I can't remember what it is. It's like chesty full.
Chesty full?
Yeah, that's his spear is called the chesty full.
Like a chesty full?
Not chesty.
Gold?
No.
Not like a chesty. Like
Yeah, it's his pillow. His
Chestable.
pillow.
Chestable.
I didn't mean his.
Not his. Never mind.
You guys. Anyway,
What would, for all three of you, what would you consider to be like your breakout role? The role that made you big?
the poltergeist.
I'm still waiting. Yes, for Breadwinners. That's
When
the
I
one.
first met Robbie, was on his show Breadwinners, and I played a character called the Poltergoose. And the breakdown was really annoying goose who was a mix between Steve Urkel and the Crypt Keeper. So the Poltergoose sounded like this, and he went honk. Like that was his whole thing. That show.
Yeah, I like that episode. That's a good one.
I think Gary and Steve said it was one of their
favorites. Yeah, it's a good one. Poltergeist is solid. That's not a good answer to this question.
Oh no, it's not.
In the anime world, mine's easy. My first anime was Sailor Moon, so that's easy for me. Yeah. That was, but I'm still waiting to be big. When's that happen? Guys. What do you think for you? Your lie?
For me, I guess so. Yeah, your lie kind of took me to a few conventions. So your lie in April.
Yeah. And what about you? Gotta be.
Genos.
Probably.
But it's not even out yet.
It's
though.
gotta be all Noah for you,
Noah's
right?
Yeah, Alt Noah was the first breakout role, I would say. So,
Yeah. Because you did a bunch of stuff, like the traditional route, but you won the Bang Zoom voice actor thing, right?
Yeah, I did the open auditions at Anime Expo in 2014, and that's how I started getting into voicing anime.
And then they kind of put you through the tests of what, Walla and stuff characters?
I did like Walla for Kill la Kill and Gargantia, and then then Magi stuff, like incidentals, and then after that
you got your old Noah.
Yeah.
Those were real answers to your question. How about that? And Poltergeist. It's good. It's good.
Yes. Any others?
We got 30 more minutes of Q&A, and you better start thinking about some cues.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody's asked already, but can you guys sing the One Punch Man opening? You can beatbox if you want to be.
I don't know anything but the part.
Go ahead.
We'll do all one.
Something like that.
3, 2, 1, kill shot. Oh, that's good. That's good. We saw them do that live. It was really good.
they were awesome.
They were awesome.
Yeah,
I was
that's really
stoked
cool.
about it. They were great. They were like, they must have been around for a while. They're like,
Japanese Bruce Springsteen.
I was thinking more like Aerosmith maybe.
Yeah, there you
Like
go.
Japanese
That makes
Aerosmith.
more sense.
Those guys were rocking out.
They were. They were awesome.
So there you go. One punch.
You guys.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys have any pets?
No, it's awesome. Yeah. I have a cat named Link and a dog named Zelda. Oh. That went over just as I planned.
Oh man.
put in a K-Kaku.
I don't have. I don't personally have a pet. My parents have a dog named Haley. And it's a little Yorkie.
It only has 3 legs and 1 eye. Not really, that's not true.
God, I have 2 cats and a dog. My dog is Sheltie, so like the little lassie dog, and then I have a cat that's like a Bengal, like he's like looks like a little tiger, and then my other cat's like just an alley cat, little black cat. It's nice.
Oh, you guys were so good with pets.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's the difference, like, performance-wise, for doing a regular, like, American-made cartoon versus a dubbed Japanese or Korean or whatever cartoon?
I think well, major difference is that when we do original animation, we don't have the animations for us there. When we're dubbing, it's all done in Japanese, so all we do, I don't want to downplay it, but they play us the Japanese right there on our screen, and then they take out the Japanese voices, and they just kind of just mute it for us and play it, and we have to match the lip sync. But when you're doing original animation, it's kind of like shooting a TV show. They give you the script. The only difference is you're in a studio, you're behind a mic, and you go down the lines. You read your lines, but you don't get to see anything. Most times you don't get to see a storyboard or. Yeah.
If you're doing a new show, you might not even know exactly what your character is going to look like or how they're going to behave. And then in the end, in what we call prelay, in traditional sort of American cartoons that are being produced here, then they'll animate to us. So they'll use our performance to create the animations of the characters. And if you're doing a film, they might film you with the camera from a couple of angles and use your expressions in the digital animation if it's digital. Usually that's something they don't do in 2D cartoons. And also in 2D cartoons, you'll normally be recording with someone else. So if you're working with someone, you'll run down the whole script. So instead of an anime where you're just doing your lines, you're working a scene, a page or 2 or 3 at a time when you're doing a cartoon. You may go back and do what we call pickups and get a few lines a little bit more precise for what they're looking for. But those are the major differences. I don't know if anybody was at my Q&A yesterday, but I made this sort of analogy then. It's like the difference between me handing you a blank sheet of paper, and let's say you're a painter, and I say, paint me a landscape, whatever you want, or paint me a landscape of the ocean. And then that's traditional animation. And then if I hand you a paint by numbers of the ocean, that might be more that you would have to equate to anime, where there's a much tighter framework there. You'll have room to interpret. You might draw me a really awesome paint by numbers, but it's still going to be the paint by numbers. Yeah, so that's my analogy. Paint by numbers? Do you remember paint by numbers? Yeah. You get it. It's like a coloring book, and it's got numbers in it.
Oh, you're talking
numbers,
about you connected lines?
That's connected dots.
Oh, like the section?
Yeah, it's like 14 is like fuchsia, and you go whatever, and then each one has a thing, and then you end up, and it's a framework like a coloring book.
It's an excellent analogy.
Thank you. I just came up with it this weekend.
Okay, yeah. So there you go. Yeah. That's pretty much the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so are there any animes that they haven't started doing dubs for yet that you kind of want to go into?
I want to do One's other series, but I don't think. I think it might be.
That looks really cool.
I think it might have gone. It might not be LA. I think it might have gone to Funny, but that's just a rumor. I have no idea yet. I don't even know if it's licensed yet. It's still super new, right? I'd love to get my hands on that one. Unlikely since we're doing this, but possible. I would definitely do that one. Who knows? What else is coming out that's not dubbed yet? I wanted to be in Tokyo Ghoul, but that also got dubbed in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cast ended up being great. I've done a few cons with Austin, and I think he does a really good job with that, and everybody else in the cast. That's a really good dub. Yeah. It's tough for us, because like, if we see something we're interested in, it's like, where's it going? Is it going to LA or Texas? Because at least we got a shot if it's in LA. But if it's in Texas, unless you had sort of a pre-existing relationship with Funimation before you moved to LA, you're probably not going to be flying down there to do stuff. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys? You guys see anything lately you might want to be in?
I haven't, I mean, aside from, you know, ones.
Yeah. What's the thing called?
Mob Psycho 100.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. There's a Pokemon nearby.
You think of anything? No? All right.
No.
No.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, wait.
Uh-oh.
No, well, that's the thing though. I don't think it's ever gonna get dubbed though. But I really like Nisekoi. I thought that was really cool. But I know that they already have they already have the sub DVDs, whatever. So I don't think it's gonna.
What
get
a
dubbed.
Uh,
Sad.
Anyway, any other questions?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh,
Do them.
2.
What voice actors inspired you to actually become voice actors?
Uh-oh.
Stolen
It's
question.
okay. You can ask it too. No.
Well, you already to it, so.
All right.
I'll start with Zach.
Go.
You go first, Zach. Attack.
Okay. Just kind of getting into anime, I really liked Naruto. So Yuri Lowenthal was one. Yeah. And then I also liked Bleach and stuff like Code Geass. So yeah, Johnny Young Bosch was another really big inspiration to me.
I have a huge list.
I have a huge list. It's I mean, endless. Probably overlap with what you might say. But I was into the OG voice actors, the Dawes Butler, Mel Blancs, Frank Welker, D. Bradley Baker. I'm moving into more new. But there was D. Baker, there was Rob Paulson, there was Fred Tatasciore, there was Steve Bloom. The list goes on. Anybody, I was saying yesterday, like anybody who did anything, I was way into. I was an instant fan of anybody who had voice acted in anything that I had ever watched.
No, that list that you did, yeah, it's a lot of my. We wouldn't be doing a lot of this without Mel Blanc and all of his Looney Tunes stuff. It's the same list for me, and as you go on, you get to work with these people, and that's part of the neatest part of it, even if it's only for a day or two or a few sessions. And that's those moments for me where I'm like, this is great, And as I'm sure with you, now you've done shows with Johnny and all that stuff, and it's that kind of moment's really neat. For me, it was Rob Paulson, who you mentioned. If I had to single one person's career out, I like all these people and I respect them a ton. But Rob Paulson, I don't know if you know him in his work, but he was like Brain in Pinky and Pinky and the Brain. He was Yakko in the Animaniacs. He was one of the original Ninja Turtles. He's now he's now Donatello on the current Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles. He just has this huge, long career. And not only that, but he's like the nicest guy. He's funny, he's talented, and he has a very unique voice. So I feel like I hear him in all his characters, but all of his characters are so different and so unique. And he started out doing young guy stuff. And if I had a career that I would love to emulate for my own, it would be something like he's done. I mean, he's almost 60 now, and he's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That gives hope to us young-voiced guys as we go through our career. So for me, he's a really big inspiration. And he's, of that list, I've worked with everybody who's still alive in that list that you mentioned, except for Rob. I've never done a session with him. I'm waiting.
I worked with him once.
I just want to hang out and work with him. He's the one I haven't worked with. Yeah. And someday it'll happen. Yeah. Yeah. Good question. You had a question though, right?
Is there like a specific anime that you're really, really, really into, or a TV animated show that you're into?
I'll tell you, when I was growing up, I watched a lot of Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah!
And Rurouni Kenshin. Those are some of my favorites. I think they still are. I can still watch those and enjoy them, Shows now, there's a lot. I mean,
Can't think of it, but there's a lot.
I mean, I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't watch as much anymore for pleasure. So when you work, you know what, I don't.
I don't,
as much
yeah.
currently.
I don't have cable, so that's a problem.
Cutting the cord.
But I love shows like Adventure Time, and what else is out there? Oh, I like Steven Universe. I like Breadwinner. Yeah. What do you like, Zach?
Yeah, like Adventure Time, regular show. Gosh.
She said anime. What anime? You did too? Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess, funny enough, what's it called? Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Oh yeah, great show.
Yeah, I thought that was a really
great
cool show.
Yeah.
Korra was a great show.
Korra, yes. Gosh, what else, like, for anime? Well, I already kind of listed some.
What's your favorite anime? One anime tops it all. You were stranded on a desert island with rations, but all you had was one DVD. Which anime would it be from?
Gosh. It's weird, like
No, just choose. Just take
Where
one
was the set of
anime.
parameters for you when you answered the question?
I don't know. Nobody gave me any, so I figured, why not?
You can't, I don't know, for me, I really like, Dragon Ball Z and,
So Dragon Ball Z.
That's right, Dragon Ball Z. That's right.
Yeah,
okay, Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
all right. What's next? What's next? What we got? You must have a question.
I don't, I just,
Oh,
I'm in awe.
it's Max, isn't it? Look at that silky skin. It's wet. It's the Florida humidity. So you say.
This one's for all of you. All right, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck? Goddamn, the ducks again.
Go, Robbie. What is the question?
It's one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses.
All of you.
I would rather fight. I'd rather fight the horse-sized duck. I'm ready for it. Which is basically a dinosaur. But I kind of feel like I might be able to take that dinosaur. Yeah, that's my answer.
I would do the 100 what is it?
Duck-sized horses.
Duck-sized horses, because it would be like fighting the mole men. It would be like Saitama just being like bah 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 ka, and it would be super easy and simple. I just kick him.
No, man.
I'd tame that
Swarm?
duck-sized.
A swarm?
I know, what if they all, like, swarm you and, like, kill you that way, like...
A swarm of them?
Like,
I
you
have
can't-
fast ref. I'm small. I have fast
You
reflex.
can't take them all, though.
No, you can't take them all.
Ooh!
Boom!
Incinerate!
Consecutive normal punches.
What about you, Zach?
Yeah, probably the horse-sized duck, I think. Yeah.
Team Mystic!
Valor.
You had a question.
Valor.
Oh, me?
You did have one. If you're trying to renege on your previous question, I'm not going to allow it. What was your
I
question?
was gonna say, if any of you could work on Pokemon, would you?
If we could work on Pokemon, would we?
Yeah.
I think so, sure. They record most of the Pokemon stuff in New York. Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to be one of the new Sun and Moon Pokemon.
Yes.
Like the one that's
What's
just
it called? Mimikyu? Mimikyu.
Let me cute, yeah.
I'll voice Mimikyu.
Yeah. Put in the call.
Mimikyu.
I want to be the one that's just a lei, like a Hawaiian lei.
That's cool.
It's like aloha or something.
Flower crown or
It's
something.
pretty funny. It's pretty
How
funny.
would that sound, if you could voice it right now?
How does he, what are his efforts?
I have no idea. This is like brand new.
Yeah.
I just saw it on my Facebook
Workshop
feed.
this. Let's do it.
I don't want to workshop anything else with you today.
Yeah.
Would you go do Pokemon?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Other questions? Put them up. Who hasn't asked one? Have you asked one tonight?
No.
Yeah.
What the other answers to the one favorite anime on Desert Island?
Oh, that's easy for me. Ninja Scroll, the feature film. I would take Ninja Scroll. That was like the anime where I first understood what anime was, I think. And then I found anime through films. So, like renting them at my local video rental place when that was still a thing that you could do. I rented Ninja Scroll, and I went right from Ninja Scroll to Akira. And then, oh God, what? I don't think Metropolis was out yet. That was 2001. But then I found the films, and then I was like, oh, Toonami, what is that? And then I kind of got into DBZ like in my college years and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'd say Cowboy Bebop because not only is it a badass anime, it's got great music, so I could jam out to that.
Gosh. Like another anime on the desert island? It's weird, like I was gonna say Death Note, but there's this one show I really liked. I just remembered, I watched it on Netflix not too long ago. It was called Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple. That show was so cool. Like every single time he had a fight, I mean, I don't know, if I was on a desert island, I feel like I'd want to get in shape or something. So when they finally rescue me, you know, I'll just be like, ugh! And yeah, I don't know, that show really pumped me up. Really, really cool.
Yeah, you go full Tom Hanks. Do it. Is that 2 Castaway jokes?
Yeah.
In one panel?
There it is.
Nice.
Can we go for 3?
Well, we're gonna see. Keep the questions coming.
Questions should be tailored around the water and movies. So
I don't really do that.
Oh my gosh.
Did any of you play volleyball?
Did you play volleyball?
I played volleyball.
Yeah, me too. I live near the beach, so I played, beach volleyball.
There you go, there's Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilson. Yeah, no. You know they actually, like make that volleyball, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then you can buy it.
Wow.
I want one. It's got the little...
We did an episode of Breadwinners where my little sidekick, Badus, gets recruited by Stephen Quackberg to do a new movie, and it's just called Volleyball the movie, and he's going to be the star of it, but then he finds out that he's cast as the volleyball. He's just getting like beaten up by these big like Tom Cruise characters like playing beach volleyball. It was a funny episode. Question. Yes.
Do you find it harder to watch anime now that y'all guys have done it for so long? Since y'all guys do it every day?
I like, it's weird. For me, I feel like working on anime has made me even pickier about the stuff I watch and like what I spend my time like actually watching, because beforehand I used to just like pretty much watch like, a lot of the shows and go down on them even if they weren't maybe like the most interesting things ever. But now, I mean, the show has to be like, like really freaking cool for me to like actually go through and watch the entire thing. So
it's kind of voicing things now. Maybe not specifically anime, but a lot of games that I play, I'll have a tendency to listen to the voices really closely, and it kind of takes me out of the immersive experience that a video game should be. Because I'll be like, either I'll be trying to figure out the voice actor, or be really happy about the performance, or really mad at the performance. But yeah, other than it's a lot of times I'll watch something and it kind of distracts me, or I'll be watching a movie or a TV show and I'm like, they ADR'd that line, and I can't get out of my head and just enjoy the entertainment that I'm watching.
Yeah. Why did the main character say, "Look, it's a boat" in the cutaway? Because there was some editor going, "I don't think they're gonna get that there's a boat out there." I was like, "Get him in the studio." Yeah. That's very similar. I don't feel like it makes me more judgy necessarily, but I do sometimes I will listen to things and go, "Oh man, I don't know if I can watch this." And it's not just anime, it's commercials in the car. It's like,
lots of that.
My girlfriend's, she'll attest to it. She'll just be, we'll just be riding in the car, and I'll be like, "Oh God, turn this commercial." She's like, "Why? It's a Pepsi commercial." Like, I can't listen to it. It's terrible. But I'm not really that way so much with with things like games and stuff. We all play. Wait. We all play Overwatch, but Zach plays on PC, right?
Master Race.
Master Race, yeah,
No, I'm
PC
just
Master Race. But Max and I play on PS4 together, and we have friends in the cast. So like Matt Mercer is like a buddy of mine. So you know, he plays McCree, and you know his call is, what is it, right? Help me with it.
It's new.
So every time that happens, we're like, oh, God, Mercer! And like every time he kills it.
That's all we say too. We go, Mercer's coming, Mercer's coming!
Like we don't even refer to him as McCree. And then Torbjorn is our buddy Keith Silverstein. So we were out at a party at AX, and we're like, Keith, say, what is it?
I full on geeked out on him, and he was like, stop. and I was like, Keith, please say, come get your armor. And he was like, no.
And then he waited 5 seconds and went, come get your armor.
He like whispered in my ear, he's like, come get your armor.
Yeah, but most of the time if I'm playing something AAA or I'm watching something like a cartoon, I'm like, yes, oh sweet, so-and-so got that. Because now I feel like I have a pretty good ear. I can pick out, you know, 8 out of 10 people that I hear, and then if I hear somebody really unique, I'm like, oh, who is that? And then I'll get on MDB and be like, oh, sweet, you know, because sometimes it'll be a camera actor who doesn't do much voiceover, or somebody they're allowing to do something out of the box that like, oh, I didn't, you know, I might hear Zach, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't know Zach could do a funny old lady, you know, and you know, you never know.
NDA.
So, yeah. No. NDA, so sorry, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, you have any bad experience at any of the convention?
What
bad experiences.
Bad con experiences.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like any.
Oh, there's so many. Let me just list down all the conventions I hate. You see, there's this one and this one. I'll probably never get invited back there again.
The fear and loathing guy.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I was like, who knew that? Who knew that? I was like, oh, wait, it's my girlfriend. She's always here. Oh God, the fear. There was this guy cosplaying. You know, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was cosplaying the Hunter S. Thompson character, but he was like fully dedicated to the role, and he might have also been fully dedicated to the role. He was so uncomfortable. He was following guests and not like a, hey, can we take a picture and chat with you for a second? It was like, like full character all the time. Like, hey, what are you doing? And then he would come to my panels and just say random BS out of nowhere. Until it got to day 2, I find it's the only time I've ever done this. I had to go to like con security and be like, hey guys, I'm cool with it. If he touches me, I'm gonna lay him out. I have a feeling he's making other guests uncomfortable. And then they went around and asked the other guests, and he was going to everyone's thing and being disruptive. And it's just so weird because like we're all here to have fun and like dress up and hang out, but there's a certain level you can't take it to, and that guy had went over the edge with it. That was the only really negative experience I've ever had.
What about that one?
Oh, this happened the other day. He was great. Not so negative, just so weird, but so great.
Wait a second.
Can you rewind it?
Yeah.
Show us.
Put it in the microphone.
There we go. Just
write it up. This guy who just came out of nowhere.
There's the play button.
You got us taken off. But before this moment happened, he came up and just went,